Tonight, we report on an update on 16-year-old Monica Hellberg's status and Moses Lake parents responding to a proposal at a community forum to expand class hours. What's going on in sports, Bob?
Tonight, find out which University of Washington football player is leaving school early for the NFL. What's Mother Nature have in store for us in the weather tonight?
High pressure will remain the dominant feature along the Columbia Basin over the next couple of days. I'll let you know what that means for us in a bit.
All this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Investigators believe Monica Hellberg, the subject of an Amber Alert last weekend, ran away from home. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is keeping the 16-year-old Royal City girl on the endangered missing person list because she left behind her asthma medication when she disappeared last week. Sheriff's officials cited several reasons why they believe Hellberg is traveling willingly with 22-year-old Miles Logan Moncada, including pillows were found arranged to simulate a person the night she disappeared. The two were previously in a romantic relationship. She ran away with Moncada before, and text messages from Hellberg's phone to her parents. People with information outside of Grant County are asked to contact their local law enforcement. For people inside of Grant County, they are asked to contact the Multi-Agency Communications Center at 509-762-1160 or email a tip to crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. Moses Lake parents questioned a proposal at a community forum to expand class hours. Here with the story is Courtney Vasquez.
Moses Lake parents addressed their concerns about a proposal to extend the hours for Moses Lake High School. A planning committee suggested changing the high school schedule from a 4-period day to a 7-period day. This would give students the option to set their class schedules between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m.
But we know we don't fit in the high school next year with our current numbers and current classroom space.
District officials proposed a bond to build another high school in 2012, but it failed to get enough votes. Parents question why building another high school or adding on to the current structure is no longer an option.
Right now, we're trying to solve the crowding problem using our existing facilities. But if a future bond were to be run, adding on to Moses Lake High School could be something that's considered at that time.
The district feels they had no other choice for dealing with the overcrowding. They assured parents, though, that they'll receive the help needed to plan student schedules and to adjust to the new times.
In your freshman orientation as a parent, you're going to come alongside your child with the registration process, and to understand it. So, that really is a family opportunity.
The team is expected to have a final proposal at the school board meeting on January 23rd. For iFIBER 1 News, I'm Courtney Vasquez.
Thank you, Courtney. Grant County Solid Waste plans to shut down the Wilson Creek, Warden, and Royal City garbage drop boxes by June 30th. The county closed 2 last year in George and near Mardon. The county originally set up 15 drop boxes in the 1970s after the county became responsible for taking residents' garbage to the landfill. It was intended as a stopgap measure until the county could bring curbside garbage collection to the entire county. The county closed all but 7 boxes and shut down 2 in 2009 and planned to see how well the remaining ones performed. Since 2009, the drop box system has cost between $50,000 and $106,000 each year.
Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the Department of Corrections asks that you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m.
We will be right back after this.
Good food, cold beer, and plenty of entertainment. That's what Sporty Steakhouse is all about. Open 6 a.m. every day. We offer over 100 reasonably priced menu items with 24 different ice-cold beers on tap and a wide variety of spirits. Come in with your favorite group, watch the game on our big screen TV, shoot pool, play shuffleboard, and more. We have live music and DJs, so find us on Facebook for upcoming events. Located on East Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake. Sporty Steakhouse, where good friends meet.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
Hi folks, good to be with you once again. I'm meteorologist Miguel Montoya from the One News Weather Center. Your weather forecast is being brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Let's check out the headlines making news across our area. The storm track will remain well off to our north over the next handful of days as a large ridge of high pressure anchors itself along the western half of the U.S. However, with these long, cold winter nights, that's going to cause some issues for us along the Columbia Basin. Easy to get patchy dense fog to form each night. And with the relatively low sun angle during this time of year, it's tough to burn off the low clouds the following morning. So that's going to cause some problems for you as you head out the door each morning. However, on the plus side, above normal temperatures. We actually hit a record high on Monday here in Ephrata. We managed to climb to 55 degrees. Not quite record-setting levels this afternoon. We managed to climb to 49, which isn't too shabby given that our normal daytime high during this time of year is only 35 degrees. As a matter of fact, our morning low here in Ephrata this morning was in the lower 30s. Similar conditions in Moses Lake today. You woke up to temperatures right around freezing, 32 or so, made it into the upper 40s to near 50. We are hovering in the middle 40s at the present time with some cloudiness around. Winds are fairly light once again with high pressure overhead, and that's part of the problem why we won't be able to shake the low clouds off that easy each morning. No weather-related problems tonight aside of a few passing clouds, but once again patchy dense fog will form as we get deeper into the overnight hours and into Wednesday morning. Storm track remains well off to our north over the next couple of days, so what you see is what you get. Low clouds each night into the first parts of the day. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and temperatures not too shabby given the time of year. Your forecast for Wednesday looking good statewide with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Even coastal areas will see temperatures near 50. The Yakima Valley well into the 50s. Inland Northwest is looking at temperatures in the 40s. Along the Columbia Basin, temperatures mainly in the 40s, although places like Wenatchee may climb into the lower 50s. So like I said, what you see is what you get over the next couple of days. Patchy dense fog each day, otherwise partial sunshine. Temperatures in the 40s for highs, 20s and 30s each night. Well, folks, very little change over the next couple of days. Your weather forecast was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. As usual, we will be right back with sports in a bit, but keep in mind that we are expecting patchy dense fog overnight.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4 or all-wheel drive. So when you need to drive in challenging conditions, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the new 2014 Tundra. Choose from excellent cash back savings, a low payment lease, or special financing as low as 2.9%. Tundra, ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4 and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-aged children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll are not surprised the Seahawks are seeing division rival San Francisco in the NFC Championship game Sunday. Both said yesterday they see the title matchup as a sign of just how good the NFC West has become. Their comments came 2 days after Seattle advanced to the conference title game by knocking off the Saints 23-15 on Saturday. Seattle and San Francisco split games during the regular season, with each winning at home. The Seahawks rolled to a 29-3 win in Week 2, and the 49ers kicked a late field goal for a 19-17 win in Week 14. Seattle has outscored San Francisco 71-16 in the 49ers' last 2 trips to CenturyLink Field. The Seahawks are unsure if Percy Harvin will be available for Sunday's game after suffering a concussion against the Saints. Q Johnson had 14 points and went 10 of 13 from the free throw line to help Washington State overcome a 12-point deficit in the Cougars' 49-46 win over Utah on Monday. It was Washington State's first Pac-12 victory of the season. With 56 seconds on the clock, DeLon Wright stole the ball from Johnson and went the length of the court for a dunk to pull the Utes within one, 47-46. But after an offensive foul on Johnson, Utah's Brandon Taylor traveled and put the ball back in the hands of the Cougars. With time winding down, the Utes were forced to foul, and Johnson made a pair of free throws. Washington State fouled Wright on the next play and went to the charity stripe for 2 free throws, but missed the attempts. Wright had one more look at a shot from behind the arc, but missed short as time expired. The scrappy Cougar defense held Utah to a season-low 29.5% from the field. C.J. Wilcox hit a career-high 7 3-pointers and scored 21 of his 31 points in the second half of Washington's 71-54 romp over number 15 Colorado. It's the Huskies' first win over a ranked team since the 2011 Pac-10 Conference Tournament Championship game against Arizona. In football news, Husky running back Bishop Sankey will skip his senior year and enter the NFL draft. Sankey is coming off the finest season for a tailback in Washington history, rushing for 1,870 yards and 20 touchdowns in 13 games. He broke Corey Dillon's school record for yards rushing in a season. Well, be sure and tune in tomorrow night for our live coverage of the Moses Lake Wenatchee wrestling match. The action gets started at 7 p.m. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Are you worried that your home might not meet today's safety standards? Eastern Washington Home Inspection standards for home safety are among the highest in the industry. We provide the highest level of inspection service and provide a detailed report with digital photos of any structural damage or other problems that might make your home unsafe. Our head inspector, Dennis Chamberlain, along with his son Cody, are fully qualified inspectors who make your safety their priority. We inspect for your peace of mind. Call us at 509-347-6425.
Call us crazy, but we like to think a clean car runs a little better. Increase the value of your truck, car, boat, or RV at Avila Detailing in Moses Lake by giving it that special look you've been waiting for. Beat the heat with tinted windows. Let us shampoo or reupholster the inside of your ride. You put in a lot of miles this summer. Isn't it about time for a tune-up? And keep in mind that we offer free pickup and drop-off. Like us on Facebook for our weekly specials. Avila Detailing in Moses Lake. Give your ride what it deserves.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a Moses Lake ice hockey team. Here's Spencer Graham with the story.
It's all men's ice hockey every Monday and Thursday night under the roof of Larson Recreation Center in Moses Lake. Most of these guys in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and even 50s grew up with ice hockey coursing through their veins and remain hockey-loving warriors on ice. By day, they work as engineers, cops, construction, and municipal workers, among other jobs. Many will play until injury knocks their skates out from under them. Tom Loss, City of Moses Lake Recreation Supervisor, who himself loves hockey and founded the team 7 years ago, said the red and white shirt squads scrimmage against each other. They occasionally play the Wenatchee Hockey Club at home and in Wenatchee.
So there's a group of us that we play once a month in Wenatchee. And they come here, Wenatchee comes here, then we go over there and play them. So Sunday we have another Wenatchee game.
Many of the Moses Lake hockey slapshooters say their love of the game dates back to their childhood.
And I grew up playing hockey. To be honest, what got me playing hockey was the movie The Mighty Ducks. When I was really young, I was right at the perfect age for it. And I grew up in Montana, and we just started a hockey program where I was from in Montana. And I've played ever since I was about 8 years old. So played in college, I love playing. It's just a fun game you can play forever.
And they rarely miss a match unless they are out of town.
Teams all over the state are always asking if they can play here, and so we get teams from as far as Portland, Oregon that come to play us here, and Caldwell, Idaho, and then we got all of our local teams here. We got the Wenatchee teams, the Tri-Cities teams, Spokane, so it gets a lot of use from all different ages.
Loss said they are always looking for recruits who are cycled into the game, each getting a fair shot at the goalie. Goalie Nate Strom, an engineer for Genie Lifting Equipment in Moses Lake, is a rare commodity. He has no problem with catching and blocking pucks flying at him at lightning speed.
Oh, it's almost like playing quarterback in football. It's the one position that everybody looks at, so it's kind of exciting that way.
But perhaps even more unusual on the ice is not a hockey player, but a referee. 13-year-old Ketrin Hemmerling has played hockey since he was 5 and loves refereeing grown men because it gets him close to the action without any pain.
I went to a ref clinic here in Moses Lake, and then I filled out the online course for USA Hockey, and I became a ref. Reffing, you don't actually have to hustle that much, so you don't get tired, and you don't get hit into the board, so it's not as painful.
This is Spencer Graham reporting for Jeff Chu.
We will be right back after this.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean at the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
A massage at Not Released Therapies is far more than mere luxury. We strive to improve your health and well-being in the process. The stress of everyday life adds up and can cause depression, even bodily harm. That's why our professionals make it their mission to rejuvenate your body and mind. Enjoy the benefits of body wraps, sunless airbrush tanning, aroma steam therapy, and much more. In our opinion, everyone deserves a day of relaxation and peace of mind. Not Released Therapies in Moses Lake, where relaxation means good health.
In Northwest news, both the Denver Broncos and Seattle Seahawks have earned the right to play the NFL Conference Championship games this weekend at home. But both teams are restricting ticket sales, making it more difficult for fans of the visiting Patriots and 49ers to buy them. John Berman of CNN has the story.
For football fans searching for face value tickets for this weekend's NFL playoff games, the hunt is complicated not by cash, but by zip codes. The Seattle Seahawks set geographic limits on who can buy tickets to their games, restricting sales to only the Pacific Northwest. 49ers fans cried foul.
It's important to show our support, show our, how loud we can be up there as well.
Californians will have to resort to secondary markets like StubHub or the NFL Ticket Exchange, where prices have skyrocketed into the thousands. The Seahawks aren't the only ones executing this scheme.
Across the middle, wide open.
The Denver Broncos restricted AFC Championship ticket sales to billing addresses in the Rocky Mountain region.
And there he goes!
Which means New England Patriots fans are pretty upset.
I don't think it should be allowed, but whatever advantage they can do, they would.
Restricting ticket sales to locals could protect the team's 12th man. Of course, a reference to the fans, whose big noise rattles the stadium and could rattle the opponent.
For the touchdown!
The Seahawks say the restriction has nothing to do with overzealous fans. Their statement to CNN reads in part, "The reason wasn't to limit residents of California, it was to stop large ticket brokerages from manipulating the on-sale purchases through Ticketmaster and inflating the price on the secondary market."
The bottom line is that these teams are companies. They have obligations
to maximize their profit. So whatever went into their decision, it must benefit them in some way.
Looking further east, an elaborate ice castle towers over New Hampshire's Loon Mountain thanks to the efforts of a company called Ice Castles. Here's the Associated Press with the story.
Towering arches, elaborate tunnels and caves, a dazzling display of ice.
And especially now that the holidays are over, it's just sort of, we are in the Northeast, we're looking forward to lots of months of blah. And it's really wonderful to have something so creative and artistic and kind of delightful.
This frozen palace at New Hampshire's Loon Mountain is the latest creation by a company called Ice Castles. No pixie dust here, instead water. Lots of it.
We're technically farmers, I guess. We grow icicles, we hand pick them, harvest them, take them out and place them around sprinklers, and then we turn on those sprinklers and they grow more.
The process starts in the fall, and by winter, thousands of icicles emerge. Winds help create the unique shapes. But building the Storybook Palace does have its challenges.
There are some frustrations like freezing sprinkler heads and things just not necessarily growing the way you expected them to, or just little things like that.
But all that remains now is a mountain masterpiece that can be enjoyed day and night. Jill Craig, Associated Press.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.